Aloha. Welcome to Evolutionary Yoga Flow. My name is Marya, Mann, and we're filming today in lovely Kealakekua, Hawaii. We're filming at a very unusual and wonderful time, a difficult time. We're in the middle of an outbreak of coronavirus. And during this time, it's so important that we continue to practice our yoga so that we can rejuvenate the central nervous system, activate the immune system, relieve stress, and invite more and more harmony into the body and bring together body and mind through the breath so that we can maintain our balance and our courage and our stability in life. The practice that we're going to do today will take about 30 to 45 minutes. And it begins with the practice laying on our back where we move through all of the joints. And it's a practice in the beginning that you can actually do in bed in the morning. And that will help us to warm up a little bit. Then we'll move into a sitting practice, some kundalini kriya yoga, and then come up into some downward dogs and sun salutes. And then we will end with a beautiful meditation of yoga nidra, lying on our backs. Now, the purpose of yoga is to remember who we are, and that's the point of today's class. Every sequence that we practice in yoga is a ritual of transformation. We transform bad seeds, bad habits, into good seeds and good habits. And by looking at some of the internal energies, the internal emotions and thoughts that we may be having in this challenging time in the middle of the outbreak of the virus, we can actually examine the real purpose of yoga. The purpose of yoga is to unify the opposites. In fact, yoga means union of the opposites. So just as the illnesses that we see in many people in our communities, that may frighten us. At the same time, we feel an upwelling of compassion and love. And so through the yoga practice, we unify the opposites. And in unifying the opposites, we actually bring energy up through the body. We create a fountain of energy. When the opposites come together, we're able to lift up ourselves. And you may notice as my arms are moving now, I am replicating the natural process of the rising sun and then the setting sun. The rising sun and then the setting sun. So everything that we do in yoga reflects nature and natural processes. That helps us to align with the power of nature so that we're not needing to rely just on our human cells or on our limited cells. We're drawing on the power of the universe, the power of the great goddess Sophia, the earth power, to move through us and to give us more positive energy. Now, in yoga, we work to develop our true life purpose. And the Buddha said that the purpose of life is actually to find the purpose of life and then to live that purpose of life every day as we bring ourselves closer and closer to our true being, to the higher self. So we integrate body, mind, heart, spirit, and soul in every practice of yoga, bringing and harmonizing these elements together through the breath. And in increments on a daily basis with daily practice, we are able to fulfill more of our purpose here on life. So I hope that you enjoy today's practice. Without further conversation, let's get started. Remember that it's up to each one of us to take the time to relax, to enjoy, and to stay healthy. I hope you enjoy this practice as much as we're enjoying making it. So from sitting, let's gently place our feet together and draw your navel back. Let the shoulders stay down away from the ears and gently roll back. We're going to do this floor practice, which is something that you can actually do in bed in the morning. So lengthen the legs. Let's place the hands on the belly and just gently close the eyes. Relax the legs, feeling the heels heavy in the ground. Relax the shoulders. And as you breathe in, feel the the belly, lift the hands. And as you breathe out, feel the belly drawing back in toward the back of the waist. Breathe in, feel the belly spread out, up, down, right and left, up to the ceiling, down to the earth. And then as we exhale, draw your navel inward and gently draw the muscles of your core inward, as though you've got a corset and you're drawing that corset in. Inhale again, breathe in. Feel the breath, fill the chest, fill the belly, fill the arms and legs, coming all the way up into the head, and let your eye gaze gently draw up toward the third eye, between the eyebrows and a little above. And then as you exhale, draw the navel in and up toward the chest. As you're breathing in, place your hands on the sides of the lower ribs and inhale. Feel the spreading of the diaphragm, activating your breathing. And then as you exhale, draw the navel in and release down. And let's give some counts to that so that we equalize the in-breath and out-breath. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, let the eye gaze focus upward, relax the shoulders, relax the back body into the earth, and then exhale for 4. Draw your navel in, 2, 3, 4, and pause, empty. Inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Fill every cell with oxygen. Pause. Let the eyes float up toward the forehead and the crown of the head, and then gently relax. 2, 3, 4. And continue that breathing as you reach the arms overhead and stretch the legs and the arms. This is called pendiculation because I'm stretching first my right side, right leg and right arm, and then stretch the left side. A nice morning stretch as though I'm just waking up in the morning. And then let the arms come up just over your shoulders, reach the palms up, and make fists. Press the fists down toward the elbows. That's it. Inhale, stretch the fingertips back toward the shoulders. And then exhale, squeeze the fingers in. And at the same time, go ahead and squeeze your toes as though you're making little fists with the toes. You can keep the toes on the ground. I'm just lifting them so you can see them. And then inhale, flex the feet as you bring the hands back. Press the legs into the ground. Exhale, make fists and point the toes down. Press the legs into the earth. Inhale, draw your toes up and reach the fingers back. Excellent. And then gently let your arms come down by the sides of the body. And press your shoulder blades into the ground and rotate the arms out. So the backs of the thumbs are coming into the ground. And then exhale, roll the arms in from the shoulder joint and stretch in an inward spiral, both arms. Inhale, roll the arms out. Press your shoulder blades into the ground and squeeze the shoulder blades together, activating your rhomboids. And then exhale, rotate the arms in, stretching through the wrists, and feel that spiral from the shoulder joint through the elbow to the wrists and fingertips. Inhale, rotate the arms out, press your shoulder blades in the ground, relax the back of the neck. Excellent. And then very gently bring your arms down toward the hips. Bring both arms up. Place your left hand on your right elbow. Walk that right hand behind your head and stretch open the underarm of the right shoulder with your left hand on that right elbow. Just stretch. And then let's bend the right knee and the left knee. Bring your left hand down, keeping the right hand up. Reach your knees over to the right. Place your left hand palm down underneath your sacrum and just stretch the right elbow up, the left elbow down. Inhale, feeling that stretch right across the upper chest. And then exhale, relax the back body into the earth. And then let the knees fall over to the right, feeling that nice stretch spiral through the spine. Remove the left hand from under the sacrum and bring your right arm down. And then let's bring both arms up and bend the left elbow. Take your right hand to the left elbow. Walk the left hand underneath your shoulder and stretch and breathe into the underarm of the left shoulder. Inhale and exhale. Draw your knees over to the left. Bring your right arm around, palm down. Place that underneath your sacrum, and then bring the knees back so that your sacrum is on your hand, and stretch the two elbows apart. The left elbow is moving toward the back of the mat, and the right elbow is moving toward the front of the mat, and breathe in between the two shoulder joints, relaxing and opening the body, and just rest, letting the fascia, the connective tissue of the body, release. Inhale, draw your knees over to the left, remove the right hand, and then bring that right arm straight up and bring the left arm straight up here. And then gently open the arms to the side, squeezing the shoulder blades together. And let's just rock the knees right and left. Once again, this can all be done in bed in the morning. It's a nice way to start your day, letting your spirit come back into your body first thing in the morning after you're dreaming. Then let's bring the right arm up, take the right wrist with the left hand, and gently draw the right arm across, feeling a relaxation and deepening in the back of that right shoulder. Inhale and exhale. And then let the right shoulder come back into the ground, and bring your right hand to the left wrist and draw the whole arm over to the right. Inhale, breathing into the left shoulder, and then exhale, drawing your navel back into the earth. Every in-breath expands the chest out to the sides, and every exhale you draw your navel down toward the earth and up toward the lower chest. And then bring the arm back up, stretch the arms down again, and just rest for a moment. Inhale and exhale, squeezing your waist in, and press your sacrum into the ground, press your chest into the ground, and press your feet into the ground. Let's bring the elbows close to the sides of the body and bring the fingertips up, and press the backs of the upper arms into the ground. Press your shoulder blades into the ground, and feel the activation of the triceps in the backs of the arms, and just bring the hands apart and then bring them back together. Inhale, relax. On the exhale, press the upper arm into the ground. Press your shoulder blades into the ground and let the arms come out to the side. And then back to the center, letting the back of the waist melt downward toward the earth, so there's no gripping of any muscles. We're just gently opening the joints first thing in the morning. And then bring your hands to your thighs and inhale. On the exhale, draw your navel down toward the earth, and let's bring the right knee in and squeeze that right knee in, keeping the crease in the top of the right hip, reaching down toward the front of the mat. Inhale, let's press the knee into the hands, feeling the stretch in the back and along the arms, and then exhale, draw that right knee in again. Beautiful, and let the right leg draw back down. Inhale, feel a lengthening in the spine from the crown of the head to the tailbone, and relax as you float the left knee up. Bring your hands to the left knee and draw the left knee in toward the left shoulder. Inhale, lengthen the spine, broaden the collarbones. Exhale, hollow the belly and squeeze the navel inward. Inhale one more time, lengthen the spine, and draw your left sitting bone toward the inner right ankle bone. And exhale, draw the left knee in, feeling the belly hollow. Inhale, release the leg back down. Very gently now, let's exhale, press the legs together and bring both knees in, squeezing in for Apanasana. Inhale, press both knees into the fingers, stretch the arms and the upper chest. Exhale, hollow the belly, bring the knees in. And feel the back body resting in the earth, and then let the feet come down. Exhale, bring the right knee in. Inhale, straighten that right leg, and then flex the foot and point the foot. Flex the foot and point the foot. And then bring the leg down and just rotate the ankle. Right, and then rotate it 4 times to the left. Nice. And then gently rotate the right knee out, and then rotate the right knee in. Just getting some movement in the hip socket. And then bring that right ankle over the left thigh. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, lift the left knee and bring your hands through the triangle between the legs and clasp the hands behind the left thigh. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, hollow the belly, draw the left knee in, and bring your nose toward that right ankle. Keep your shoulders down. They will want to lift, but let them gently come down. Look at your navel. Inhale, lengthen the spine. So we're activating the abdominals here. And then exhale, draw your entire thoracic area, your thoracic abdominal muscles inward. It's like drawing in a corset. And then inhale, let the left foot come down. And then this is delicious. Let the lower body draw over to the left and turn your head, look to the right. So you feel a full spiral in the spine where you're stretching your arms apart, and feel the stretch along this right hip. Inhale, lifting up. And then let the legs come over to the right. Slide this left arm around and curve yourself in toward the right. Relax the neck, relax the facial muscles, and slide that left arm back around. And then let's reach the right leg up, flex the foot, and slowly bring it down. Flexed foot, reaching the leg away from the chest so you get a nice stretch in the hip socket. And slide the right leg back in. Exhale, let's bring the left knee in. Inhale, straighten the leg up, and then flex the foot, and then point the foot. And flex the foot, and point the foot. And then bend the knee a little bit, and rotate the ankle to the left 4 times, and then rotate the ankle to the right 4 times. Check to see that the jaws are relaxed, the shoulders are relaxed, and then gently rotate from the hip socket, the knee out, and then rotate the knee in. Just getting motion in the hip socket, loosening and enjoying the freedom of movement, this wonderful mobility. And then gently bring the left ankle over the right thigh. Inhale, lengthen the spine. On an exhale, lift your right knee up so you feel a stretch in the gluteal muscles. Reach your hands, the left arm between the 2 legs, and your right hand around the outside of the right thigh. Clasp the hands behind the right thigh. And then exhale, hollow the belly and squeeze this right leg up. Feeling a little tailbone lift, and then exhale, hollow the belly and bring your nose up toward the left ankle. Shoulders down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, and then let the right leg come down and gently draw your hips over to the right. Extend your left arm out to the side. Hollow the belly as you stretch the left arm out. Stretch the right arm out away from the shoulder. And then slide this left arm around. Coming into a little round cat back with your spine. And then bring the arm back around. And then float the legs up and let the legs come over to the left side. Slide the arm around and bring the right hand to reach the left hand, and then slide it back around nice and slow and easy, getting easy movement in the body. And then lift the left leg up and bring the left leg back down. And gently slide both heels down so the heels are straight. Keep your arms out to the side, palms down. Inhale, lengthen between the bottoms of the feet and the crown of the head. On the exhale, press your navel inward. Draw the abdominals inward. Press your legs down. Press your arms down. Press your whole torso down into the earth. And then inhale and relax. Let's go one more time. Bring the two legs together. Flex the feet and press the legs into the ground. Hollow the belly, activating the core muscles. And then release. Beautiful. And let's slide the legs back up again. Bring both knees into the chest. Make little circles with the knees to the right, and then make little circles to the left. Very nice. And then very gently, let's roll over to the side and gently come up to sitting. And now we'll do a little Kundalini kriya, which is nice and simple. We're sitting here in a cross-legged posture. And we know the breath of fire. You can bring your hand onto the lower belly. And we're going to breathe in and out through the nose equally. So the breath of fire goes like this. Inhale. And then as we exhale, we draw the abdominals in. That's it. And so that's the breath of fire, and we're going to do this by bringing our arms out and bring the palms up. Reach the arms as far out to the side as possible, palms up, and let's do our breath of fire. Keeping that navel coming in. So keep going. When we're doing the breath of fire, we're cleansing the blood, we're activating the lungs and the diaphragm, and releasing stress and tension from the body. And then let's gently bring the breathing breath of fire to a close and bring the fingertips into the tops of the shoulders. Stretch your elbows apart. Lift up through the core of the spine. Inhale, let's twist to the left. Exhale, let's twist to the right. So this is breath of fire twisting. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to be opposite you, but the important thing is that we're feeling the stretch all through the spine, giving the nervous system a boost and an incredible resilience that it wouldn't otherwise have. So inhale left, exhale right, and go as fast as it feels comfortable for you. Go ahead and let your head turn. You can keep that going as long as you want. You can pause the video if you want to go a little longer. And I really suggest that. The longer you can do this nice twisting pose, the more resilient your body will feel and the more warmed up your spine will be. And then we're just going to come around and we're going to come over into a table, the perfect table here. And we're pressing the hands into the ground underneath the shoulders. We're reaching the toes back and press the toenails into the ground, and that lifts the abdominals up. So let's exhale, round the spine, and bring your nose toward the tailbone. Inhale, lift up, lift your head and your tailbone toward each other. Exhale, lifting up again. Doing a cat back, so we lift the back ribs up. Inhale, bring your chest forward between the arms. Press all four corners of the palms into the ground. That's it. And exhale, lifting your navel way up into the cavity of the pelvis. Feel those kidneys stretch. Inhale, stretch your heart in the front of the chest. Look up at the third eye. So you're giving your eye, your optic nerve, nice stretch. And then exhale, lift your navel. Lengthen the arms, keep the shoulders away from the ears. And then inhale, come to the center. And then gently inhale, let's lift the right arm up. Reach as you inhale and exhale. And then bring the arm down. We're going to thread the needle, and you may just want to go to the forearm here. That is fine. But if you want to go further, you can bring palm up and come down onto your right shoulder. Place the right ear to the ground and take a nice gentle twist. Inhale and exhale. At any time, if you want to spend a longer time in any of these poses, just put your video on pause. Because I'm going to move along here, press into the left hand and place your right hand on the ground. And then inhale, lift your left arm up, get a nice stretch between the two arms, and then exhale, come down onto the forearm or slide palm up the whole outside of the left arm to the ground and let that left shoulder release into the ground. Look up at the sky and bring your tailbone so it's right behind the head. We don't want to be swaying one side or the other. We're trying to keep the spine long and spiraling so that the maximum amount of cerebrospinal fluid can flow and be cleansed and feel this wonderful, unique posture. Relax the left side of the neck. Let gravity give you the massage and the support that you deserve. Inhale, press the right hand in the ground and come back up into your table. Lengthen the spine and check to see that the shoulders aren't coming up into the ears, but you're keeping those nice and down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, let's draw the right toe straight back. So I'm in a nice stretch here like a bird dog, and I can lift that right leg even more like a bird dog, and then extend the left arm up. Now you can keep the right arm down if the balance isn't there yet. It soon will be. You can extend the right arm, and if you want to give yourself a little more energy, you can come into breath of fire, or just extend the right leg back and the left arm forward. Inhale, bring your left arm back. Take the top of the right foot if you want, and take a nice back bend. This will give you lots of energy and increase your heat so that you feel more energy going into your day. And then extend the arm and the leg back and bring that right knee back in. Inhale and exhale, slide the left toe back, keeping the spine straight from the crown of the head to the left toe, and then lift that left leg. And you only need to go to there if you want. The important thing is to keep the belly drawing inward and extend the right arm if you can or if you want. So we have a nice balance here, squeezing the sides of the body toward the midline, activating your spine and all the little erector spinae and the multifidus and all those little muscles and actions along the spine. Breathing deep, inhale through the nose. Exhale, mouth is closed, exhale through the nose. And then bring the right hand back and take the top of the left foot and feel your back bend. So we're lifting the left knee up, press the left foot into the hand. Feel how that opens the front of the right shoulder. Keep your eye gaze focused up toward the third eye. Inhale and exhale, and then release. Extend like a bird dog and bring the right arm and the left hand down. And then for this next piece, you may want to have a block handy. And let's extend the right leg back, lift the leg up as high as you can, feeling the right buttocks muscles and the hamstring activated. And then exhale, bring your right knee forward and come into a pigeon pose. So we're just going to reach that shin toward the front of the mat. And for many of us, it's kind of hard to be in this posture without taking the block and putting it underneath the right hip. And then we can feel a nice stretch, a nice cobra-like back bend. Inhale and exhale. Keep bringing this left hip forward. Inhale and exhale. And then gently walk your hands down. Cross your forearms and let your forehead come down to your wrist or your forearms, and just breathe and relax. And then gently press your hands into the ground, lift yourself up, and bring yourself forward, slide that block out of the way, and let's bring it around to the opposite side. Let's bring the left leg back, extending. Lift the left leg so we get some action in the back of the left leg, and slide the left knee forward and cross that left foot in front of your pelvis. And you may tend to come over to the side here, which is okay, but we want to be actually more on top of that right thigh. So if we bring the block underneath the left hip, we can sit ourselves up and come forward a little bit more. Let's inhale and exhale. Nice. Inhale. Breathing from the right big toe through the pubic bone, up through the central line in the front of the chest, the conception vessel, and then lifting up through the chin and looking up at the forehead. Soften the ears, soften the facial muscles, and feel the length between the hips and the underarms. And then gently walk yourself forward for sleeping swan. And we're just going to bring the forehead down to the forearms. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. And let's gently walk ourselves back up. And press the hands in the ground. Bring the left leg back so that we're on the table again. And then slide yourself around until we're sitting one more time. So let's just bring the index fingers and the thumbs together, remembering our intention, which is to remember who we are, to remember that we are here to develop our character and to develop the moral compass that we need to live good lives and to create more peace and more joy in the world. And as we exhale, draw the navel back toward the back of the waist. And let's bring the hands out to the side so we're in pyramid pose. And actually, pyramid means path of ascent. So there I am, ascending my energy through the unity we create through yoga, which brings the body and mind together through the breath. And let's gently, I'm going to mirror you now. So we're going to lift the right arm up and curve over toward the left. And then lift back up, lengthening the spine. And then let's bring the left arm over and extend over. We want for the left side of the body to be lifted upward. We don't want to be collapsed over. We want to be straight to the side there, stretching through the left side of the waist. And let's lift up again. Let's bring the right arm over and let's twist. Looking over that left shoulder, smiling to yourself, feeling that inner smile. And then lift the arms up. And let's twist around to the right. Inhale. And as we exhale, draw the navel in, squeeze the waist in. And inhale, let's come back to the center. Let's do that one more time. So let's gently curve over toward the left, keeping the right shoulder over the left shoulder and letting that left elbow reach down. Stretching the arms apart, tilting your collarbone as you come over, stretching over like a beautiful winged bird. And gently spin from your waist, feeling that spiral, looking at the left ear, and then lifting up through the center. And now we're going to turn the head toward the back and look over the right shoulder and look at that right ear. Good. And inhale, let's come back to center here. And let's bring the arms down, cross the legs, and bring ourselves over. And now we will come up to a downward facing dog pose. And so why don't we pause for a moment so that I can readjust the camera. So let's bring 2 blocks to the front of the mat. Place your hands and walk the feet back into the downward facing dog pose. And it's okay to bend the knees here so that you get more stretch between the palms and the tailbone, lifting the tailbone up, lengthening through the sides of the torso, through the shoulders, the elbows, to the forearms, to the wrists and palms, and all the way to the fingertips. And then very gently lift your quadriceps, lift your upper kneecaps up, straightening the legs to lengthen the backs of the legs as much as possible and get as much distance between the sitting bones and the heels and the sitting bones and the palms of the hands. And then let's bend the right knee, lifting the right heel, and then bend the left knee, lifting the left heel, and then just come back and forth pedaling here so that you feel a complete release in the hip sockets. Let your head hang. And if you want, you can stay here, or you can come forward and do some plank to activate your abdominals and to increase your power. And you want to have a straight line between the crown of the head and the heels. And then exhale, lift the pelvis up. Let the head release down. Inhale, gather your abdominals in and up toward the chin. Firm your buttocks, firm your abdominals in and up. Lengthen through the legs and the arms, looking between the hands. And then exhale, draw the pelvis up. You can skip that if you want, but let's together walk our feet up toward the hands, or come up the best way that you can. Bring your feet right underneath the hip sockets and bring your nose toward the knees. This inhale, slide the hands up the shins and press the shins back so you're extending your collarbones forward. And then exhale, unfurl the front of the body over the legs. And then gently inhale, lift your arms. Tailbone comes under and reaches down toward the heels and reach the arms up. Keep your eye gaze on the thumbs as you bring the arms down for sun arms, and then gently bring your hands together over the heart. Inhale, lengthen the spine, press your heels in the ground, and then exhale, hollow the belly, lengthen through the crown of the head up toward the sky. This exhale, extend the arms down. Inhale, lift the arms, lift your chest, and keep your tailbone reaching down. Draw your kneecaps up and press the heels down. Exhale, part the stars with your arms swinging out to the side. And let's come forward, and if you've got your blocks there, you can use those blocks to press your hands in and feel a lengthening in the spine. Inhale, lengthen between the head and the pelvic floor. As you exhale, draw the navel in, feel the pelvic floor lift, activating your mula bandha, the root energy activator in the pelvic floor. And then exhale, bring your nose down toward the knees. Place your blocks aside and then gently lift that right leg up and bring the right leg back for a nice lunge. We want to have a straight line between the crown of the head and the right heel. Inhale. And exhale. Plant your hands and let's bring the left leg back for another plank, or just go ahead and bring the knees down. The important thing is not to stress yourself, but to enjoy the full flowing movement of your body. Let's bend the elbows and bring the elbows down, come into your forearms and the palms of the hands, and then very gently drawing the shoulders back. Let's bring the chest and the chin to the ground, tailbone is up, and then inhale, draw your chest up, press the hands in the ground, come up into a cobra. Inhale, lift your pelvis up and stretch your body back into an extended child's pose. Inhale, let's lift up. Plant your hands in the ground, toes under, and exhale, lift your pelvis up. Extend from the tailbone reaching up to the sky to the head reaching down toward the center of the earth. Lengthen the legs, lengthen the arms. Inhale. Swing your eye gaze between the hands and let's gently bring the right foot forward. You want the right knee right over the right heel. Inhale. And exhale. And then step into that right foot and bring the left foot up and extend the spine over the legs. Gently inhale, let's float the arms up. Exhale, part the stars, rotating the arms out, and bring the hands to the side, and then up to Anjali Mudra. The hands coming together to receive the gifts of heaven. That's what that means. And gently exhale, extend the arms down, lift the kneecaps up, and lengthen the core of the spine. Inhale, let's bring the arms up. Exhale, part the stars, bring your hands down, and if you want to use your blocks there, you can, to lengthen the spine. And then exhale, lift your left leg up and swing the left leg back. Doing this on the opposite side. Inhale, press the right heel in the ground and press the left heel back. Keep drawing that right hip back and keep the right hip in toward the midline. So I'm feeling the full alignment of my body. Press the palms in and bring your shoulders over the palms. Lengthen the neck. And then gently bring your knees in. And however is the best way for you to come down. I like coming into my forearms here. Draw the shoulders back and slide yourself forward carefully, planting the chest and the chin. And then gently lifting up into your cobra. Press the toenails down, hollow the belly. Inhale, let's lift up. Come back into a child's pose. Lengthen the waist. And then gently bring your spine up, bring the toes under, and come into your downward facing dog pose. Let the head hang down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, look forward between the hands, and let's bring the left foot forward. And keep the back leg straight. Keep the left knee over the left ankle. Inhale. And exhale, press into the left foot and bring your right foot in. Inhale as you press the lower body into the earth, connecting with the Mother Goddess. Reach your arms up into the sky, connecting with the Father God, feeling the divinity flow through your body and letting your spine be the rainbow bridge that connects heaven and earth. Inhale. Close your eyes and exhale, feeling the divine wisdom moving through every cell. That's the point of yoga. Inhale and exhale. Let's feel the hands come down. And then inhale, open your arms up again. Exhale, fly like a great winged bird, nice and slowly, and really crease in the hip sockets here. So we're drawing the quadriceps back and lengthening as we come over very slowly before we come down for our final meditation. Inhale, lift up halfway and let's press the shins back, helping us to lengthen the spine a little bit more. And then exhale, coming down. Right leg and left leg come down, and then let's just let the body come down for Makarasana, bringing the one forearm over the next forearm and bring your forehead to the backs of the wrists. Inhale, relaxing. As you exhale, gently draw your navel up toward the sky and squeeze those sitting bones in the front of the pelvis toward each other, keeping activation in the Mula Bandha in the pelvic floor, Uddiyana Bandha, the navel lifting up, and drawing Jalandhara Bandha, which is at the throat, backward a little bit, so we feel these three key places in the spine internally activated, helping us to manage the subtle energies of prana that we have cultivated in this practice. So just one more pose, Dhanurasana. Bring your hands underneath the shoulders, squeeze the elbows together. And then bend the right knee and bend the left knee. And let's bring the right hand to the top of the right foot and bring the left hand to the top of the left foot. Bring the inner knees together. And if you want to have a strap to wrap around the feet, that's okay too. Let your forehead rest so you can get comfortable in this position first. Squeeze the buttocks down while you lift the navel up. And then gently press the feet against the hands to lift yourself up into Dhanurasana or bow pose. Looking up at the third eye, breathe. Good. And then exhale. Keep your hands on the feet and let your forehead come down and rest. The bow pose is wonderful because it reminds us once again of the purpose of yoga. We have the bow, and the body is in the bow, and the bow, metaphorically, is our spiritual practice. As we stretch the bow and we place the arrow on the bow, we realize the arrow is the embodied consciousness, the Atman. And the goal, the target, that is the Purusha, that's the oversoul. So we're aiming ourselves ever higher to become unified with the highest state of consciousness, with the oversoul. Bow, arrow, and target work as one. Feel all of those energies of being who you are now and who you intend to be, unifying through the practice of yoga. And gently release down. Forehead comes down, hands come underneath the shoulders. Let the legs come down. Inhale, slide yourself up and gently come up into a cobra. Bring your big toes together and draw your tailbone back for a deep child's pose. Draw your forehead down and slide the arms back. Inhale. And exhale, letting the shoulders, the hips, the whole torso, the brain, the fingers and the toes all melt and relax. And when you're ready, gently bring yourself up, bring your hands into Namaste, and then walk yourself up to the front of the mat, plant your feet. We're going to come in to a closing meditation. Bring your inner knees together. Exhale, hollow the belly. And this closing meditation will take about 5 minutes. So roll yourself down one vertebrae at a time. Stretch your arms up overhead. Stretch your legs out just like we were in the beginning. And then bring both arms down. And rotate the arms so palms are up. Let the legs fall open. And close the eyes. Let the breath center you in a deep state of relaxation. And as you're breathing right into the heart, notice that you can use your creative imagination to see an unfolding, beautifully blossoming red rose in your heart. And as you bring all of your senses together, deep into this fragrant rose, you feel yourself completely captivated by the aroma of this beautiful rose. And as you scan with your mind's eye through each petal of the rose, you feel the velvety softness. You feel the pollen bringing more new life into your heart. You feel the stem of the rose going all the way down the spine, through the tailbone, through the legs, and down into the core of the earth. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and draw your shoulders down away from the ears and lengthen the arms. Press your heels in the ground, lift your pelvis, and then lengthen your pelvis away from the chest and lengthen the right leg and the left leg. And breathing deeply, relax every part of your body, bringing complete attention to that red rose. All of the emotions and thoughts and feelings of your day and your week, and even your entire life, are given a reprieve when you allow yourself to remember the sweetness of the rose And the metaphor of the rose, the metaphor for our soul, the rose blossoming in the heart. The lips relax, the nostrils relax, the cheeks, the eyeballs, the temples, the eyebrows. Everything softens, the left brain and the right brain, the throat, the right shoulder and left shoulder, the right elbow, the right wrist, the right palm, the right thumb, right index finger, right middle finger, right ring finger, and right pinky finger, all released into the earth. And then feeling from the left shoulder to the left elbow to the left wrist and left palm, front and back. And then breathe into the left thumb, the left index finger, the left middle finger, the left ring finger, and the left pinky finger. Breathe into the chest and let the chest completely open. Feeling that fragrant red rose expand, and notice how the neck very easily wants to move right and left as you readjust and find tiny little movements that help you to restore the deepest level of peace in the body. Feeling the visceral organs and the abdominals releasing downward. Feel the pelvis heavy. Feel the right leg relaxing. The right foot, the right big toe, the right second toe, the middle toe, the fourth toe, and the baby toe. Let the left leg relax. Feeling that left hip completely open. Relax the left foot. Breathing into the left big toe, the second toe, the third toe, the fourth toe, and the baby toe. Breathe into both knees and feel them completely nourished. With the eyes of divine love, look inside to your body and feel every part of your body completely saturated. Completely absorbed in the eyes of divine love that both come from you and also come from a mentor or a higher being that you envision. Feel yourself at peace, resting easily on the earth. Feel the skin of the face, the back of the head, the space between the shoulder blades, the rim around the lower ribs, the diaphragm, the pelvic bowl, the extensions in the arms and legs from your center. And feel yourself completely at peace. Stay where you are in Shavasana. I'm going to move. And when you come up, I want you to roll over to the right side and sit up. But wait for a moment, or stay in Shavasana as long as you like. Allow yourself to enjoy the deep peace as I play the Tibetan bowl. So when you feel ready, draw your knees up into your chest. Massage the back into the earth. And then roll over onto your right side and come up to sitting. And bring your hands together over the chest, feeling gratitude that you showed up today for yoga. Let's take 3 sun arms, breathing in, reaching the arms up into the Almakua realm, the heavenly realm, through the Uhane, the human realm, and down into the earth. Inhale again, reaching up. And gently draw the arms down through the core of the body, integrating the higher levels of spirit, the Amakua, the Uhani in the heart, and the Unahapili in the earth, the superconscious, the conscious, and the subconscious. Press your thumbs into the chest, bring your chin into the collarbones. Look into your heart and give gratitude for the teachings of yoga. Together we can thank Mataji and Babaji, Yogananda, Krishnamacharya, Patanjali, all the great poets and dancers and teachers who've passed down these amazing yoga teachings so that we can become enlightened in just one lifetime if we do our practice and remember who we really are. And let's give honor and appreciation to those beings with a gentle bow of Namaste.